Hi everyone, hope you're doing well from wherever you're watching this channel, depending on your time zone. Now, as a politician, imagine you get to a region and you are forced to, due to frustration, to pay so dearly for you to get a crowd or an audience to address. And all is an attempt to challenge your opponent in that region. Then after paying to get the audience to address, your opponent gets to that place without even mobilizing fees, without hiring anyone. But he received a warm welcome in a region that you struggled to get the audience. So your opponent goes back. In fact, even he has not even gone back, just on phone call through his allies. And the whole crowd go wild. That is the situation that Ruto has been subjected to. Going to Mount Kenya, it was so much expensive. A lot of money was shared out. Addressing Mount Kenyans now in diaspora, still expensive. I mean those who are staying in Nakuru and elsewhere. So, there is this Gashagwa group that got to Nakuru, and on just one stopover, in absence of Rigathi Gachagua, then Senator Medu decided to call Gashagwa and put him on a microphone through a phone call to address the gathered crowd. And the crowd go wild. Na Gashagwa mwenyewe hayuko. These are the people that Ruto struggled so much to get their audience in a very expensive way, where we're still complaining on how taxes were spent just for Ruto to get an audience. Na mtu mnabishana na yeye hayuko, kwa simu tu, kelele ni kubwa, makaribisho makubwa, na furaha teletele imejaa. These people are communicating. The message is to William Ruto. Their position might be clear even after he make a visit to these people. Now, I want us to continue with our panel discussion, but I have a quick request. For those who are watching this channel and you have not yet subscribed, please consider subscribing. To our returning subscribers, I must say thank you so much. And again, to all our viewers, please give this video a thumbs up. Thank you so much, and back to our discussion. Now, as a politician, this is what politicians normally do. You get to a place where another person has interest, he also has an interest in that place. And even Ruto used to do this. After you have visited that place, the next time your opponent will come back to the very same place where you are. The end game is to make sure that they are watering down all the gains, or at least to some extent, the positive result that you had got from that place. They come to encounter you. Remember when Raila used to walk across the country, Ruto will make a visit in all those areas in attempt to counter Raila Odinga. This was before 2022 general election. That's the same thing Gashagwa is doing to William Ruto. Even without walking there, he just organized his team to get to those areas. The end game is to counter any progress that Ruto had made in those areas. So I can tell you, any advance that Ruto had already, any positive result that Ruto had already made in Mount Kenya, it is now down. This is Nakuru, even it's not part of Mount Kenya. But most of our people from Mount Kenya are residents here. So the issue is that Gachagua is out to outshine William Ruto. And if we had convinced anyone, out of 10 people that he had convinced, Gachagua needs 6 or 7 back. So he want to reduce his influence. Any progressive result that he had made, it must be dealt with. The question is Gachagua achieving that? This crowd can explain in a very big way. He will be able to water down most of the progress that Ruto had already made and make the situation so much hard for William Ruto in Mount Kenya region. If Nakuru is saying like this, what about kule nyumbani? Mambo yatakuwa aje? And remember, he just come in empty-handed. Just organize for a tour. Several stopovers. And your team gets there. The fact is that Gachagua ako na kadi kama 2-3. The first card in his hand is a betrayal card that has been subjected to. And so, it whips the emotion of the people, and sympathy is inevitable. He enjoys sympathy, support. That's the first card. So anywhere I will walk to, he don't need to give money. People will just sympathize with him as far as how he has been treated by this regime after campaigning dearly with his resources. So the network that Gashagwa used to make Ruto gain the Mount Kenya regional support, it is still there to serve him. And this time round, ile masi wako nayo ni ya kwamba hii sympathy lazima iende kwa Gashagwa. So anyone that Gashagwa is going to hold hand from this region will as well enjoy the extended sympathy. At least you are standing with Gashagwa, who we sympathize with, you also get our vote. Hivyo ndio itakuwa rahisi kwa wale ambao watasimama viti. Kwa hii chama ina Gachagua amesema anaenda kulaunch. The second card it is about the failures of this government. In as much as they got the government has failed to serve the interests of the people. This government seemingly is a government that is just coming with a message of hope, promises, with no clear plan of delivering the promises. So a promise just remains a promise, which now becomes a debt. And because of unpaid debt, it is subjected to punishment. So the crowd here is celebrating Gashagwa to show off William Ruto that we are ready to punish you. So all the gain that Ruto had already advanced in Mount Kenya, he's losing. If he had convinced some people from the gamer, these are the same people that Gachagua is addressing here. So imagine you go there, you use your money to address these people, to gain popularity. Then your opponent comes in without money, addressing the same people, and they receive him in this way. So lazima ukuwe umeogopa sana. Lazima utembee kwa uoga mwingi sana. And that's the situation. So the issue of Ruto in Mount Kenya, it is still a very hard situation. Ni mlima mkubwa sana. Angali na mlima mkubwa sana wa kupanda. Ruto is yet to climb the mountain.